Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. Tonight we have part 2 of our ShadowDark RPG one-shot. Does it make it a two-shot? I don't know. I'm Pete the Games Master, and in a minute we'll go round and everyone will tell you who they are and who they're playing. And you may notice that one of our players has morphed into another player. But before we do, please don't forget to go and check out all our social media. Links are below. If you're watching this on Twitch, join us at the weekend on YouTube because there is a prize to be won because we've gone over 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Huzzah! And if you're watching this back on YouTube, stay tuned to half time because I normally need to go and refresh my beverage, where we will be telling you how you can win a copy of Barg Dumaraz, my latest PDF map that we're using in this game that you can see. You can get a copy of that with loads of descriptions and monsters and stuff in there. So that is cool. Please join us on our Discord. We've got nearly 700 people talking about role-playing games, cooking, movies, all kinds of stuff. I think we had the polearm discourse today, didn't we?
Yeah.
And also check out the Garblag Games Patreon, where there's loads of cool free stuff. And if you want to support us, which would be cool, then you can get more stuff, GM notes and things, and also even play games with the Garblags, which will be going on later on in the month for those of you that do. Cool. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's go round our team. We're going to start over with where we started last time, I think, with Millie.
With me?
Yeah.
With me. Hello.
Yeah.
My name's Millie. My character is Elbin Grizzleguts, who is the dwarven cleric. And I keep trying to be like, I've got a shield and a mace and armor class of high. Get behind me, squishies. And they all keep running ahead and setting fire things, power sliding through each other's legs.
You do have Simon in the game, right? So what were you expecting?
I know, but also a halfling thief that likes to, get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much, Millie. We'll go down to our goblin, Firestarter. How are you doing, Simon?
Yeah, I'm good. So Simon, I'm playing Zaldini the Red. I've not done any parkour. I think that was someone else who did that. And jumping off shields and standing on dwarf heads. It wasn't me. Although I have fried a couple of people with my zappy spell, so I'm all up for that.
Cool. And I believe you nearly died last time, right?
I nearly died. Yes, I nearly died. But then with like what was it? 3 hit points. I think you nearly die every time someone comes looks at you.
Yeah, that's what we
it's
like.
Just like
old school.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's go around to our how would we put this? Undercroft Archer? Is that the right?
Hello, I'm Lewis, and I'm playing Filbo Grabbins. Filbo Grabbins likes to shoot Mr. McCappins through the elf's legs. Also, has the elf done something with his hair?
Well, no, that's the one thing we've got in common.
Hey, Ben.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Dan, unfortunately, couldn't join us for part 2.
His suffering must be legendary. The traumatic time he's having on a wonderful holiday, the poor lamb.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm going to be playing an elf fighter by the name of Iriel.
Yes. Who was kind of swatting away with the sword last week, did some parkour in an enclosed corridor and kicked the dwarf in the head. So there's some interesting shenanigans going on.
Team dynamics.
Yes, so we are playing... Oh, that's the wrong button. We are playing ShadowDark, the role-playing game. This is currently in Kickstarter. There'll be links below in the YouTube later. And this is the quickstart game that you can get on DriveThruRPG for free. Gives you a taste, and we're giving you a taste of that. We are not using the adventure that's in the quick start because we didn't want to spoil it for you guys. There's a cool labyrinth with a minotaur and stuff. Instead, we're using one of my dungeons, which, as I said, we'll be giving away for free later on. But as we go through, we'll talk about some of the rules of ShadowDark. It is a OSR meets 5e, simple, rules light, dungeon delving, high risk, treasure is XP, all the old school rules. And so far we've been having a lot of fun with it. It was a good session last time. And what happened was our team had been sent to investigate an opening in the ground that had been reported near Pargranin, and they had gone into, let me get my little marker pointer tool, fallen in through, well, climbed down through the roof into this rune wielder's outpost, and came across, travelling up this way, came across some lizard folk behind a barricade who weren't doing anything offensive or aggressive, and our heroes bravely leapt out and murdered them. One of them ran away down a corridor, and our team followed, bumping into each other in the corridor, in the kind of crossroads, and then came down into a room where they were lying in wait. But they burst out, the dwarf sort of standing, I think it was the dwarf standing in the middle, right? Sort of going, I've got a shield of faith.
Come and hit me.
Yeah, come and hit me. And
nobody did.
Yeah. And then Zaldini stepped out and went, Zaldini! With burning hands. And there was all kinds of combat going on there. And then there was a bit of arrow fire coming from the corridor straight south down here. And the party sort of came down. They found that these two chambers over here have got strange runic plinths in the middle of the rooms where the runes are constantly moving, scrolling across the top of the plinth. And Zaldini checked out and saw that they were first level spells written on those plinths, and that if you had a day you could copy those spells into your spell book. And then further down there, the lizard folk disappeared as all your noise and ruckus had finally attracted the attention of the creature they were trying not to attract the attention of, a bloody big spider. And I believe our session ended as Philbo said, I'm ducking into this corridor, and you felt frondy webs behind you, and then there was scuttling noise ahead, and you could tell that the bloody big spider has climbed out of the crevasse that is torn in the floor of the room ahead, which you can kind of see in the torchlight. Oh, speaking of torch, we'll cover that in a minute. There's two kind of housekeeping bits to start off with. And I believe you're about to bravely rush in and all get horribly eaten by a bloody big spider. So why don't we do that? That sounds like fun. But first, what we need to do is I need to put a timer on for your torch. So darkness is a big part of ShadowDark, funnily enough, and very much a part of old school gaming where no one has dark vision, and basically you're scrabbling around underground and you've only got as much time as your torches will allow. So you've got a plan for getting in and getting out. Not so much of a problem with a one shot, but with an ongoing campaign, something that becomes kind of a resource management element where you're going in and out, and now we've got a lantern that lasts for a bit longer and all that kind of thing. So we had about 5 minutes of your torch before, so we're putting a 55-minute timer on. Yeah, let's just check that's working. Yep, that's good. And the game is in real time unless we say time passes, at which point I will change the clock and start it again. The only other thing we need to do is, well, I was going to say it's always on initiative, but we are actually about to go into combat anyway, aren't we? So I figure, unless you guys want to run away from the big spider. No? Okay, fine. So what we're going to do...
Why would anybody do that?
I don't know.
Is it not full of XP?
No.
Well, the monsters aren't XP.
Unless it's a golden
the treasure
spider
that they hold probably is. So, here we go. Right, so what we'll do is we'll all roll a d20, and that is our starting initiative in the game. And I will make a note of it because this is old school. Occasionally we use pen and paper. Oh, that was nearly a 16. Look at that. Right, so what do we get? So Philbo Grabbins
17.
7. Oh yeah, because you've got advantage on it.
I've got advantage.
So 17 for Philbo. Yep. Then we've got 15 for Elbin. Then we've got 8 for Uriel. 6 for BBS. And 5 for Zaldini.
Zaldini.
Is that right? Is that how you pronounce it?
It is definitely pronounced Zaldini.
Okay, cool. Right, so let's zoom in a little bit for our viewers here, as we can see. So you guys, you've got this room off to the east here, which has got, you can see the edge of kind of webs and stuff there. You got this room to the west, which is got this runes circling around the walls and on the plinth, and it's all kind of, you know, you've got weird magic on one side of you, and definitely some sort of webby den on the other side of you. But you've got a torch now, haven't you? Who's got the torch?
Believe it's Zaldini.
Zaldini's got the torch, yeah. Because I threw a like a glass bottle with oil in.
Okay. In which case, I will say that there's some light. Oh yeah, there's a fire in the room, isn't there? That red spot.
No, I've not
Just
thrown
oil.
the torch
Oh
yet.
no, sorry,
just oil.
You've joined the oil. Thrown the oil, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say that room, those rooms are visible. You can now see into them and see that there are webs throughout those chambers, and you are, you can see things wrapped up, like body-sized things wrapped up in web.
Wicked.
Cool. Okay, so let's go. First, Philbo, what do you want to do?
Other than run away real quick. So I'm not stuck on the webs.
No, you kind of felt. No.
Yeah.
You kind of felt them like brush against you, and you turned around, and then the torch came, and you were like, "Oh, there's bloody webs everywhere in there."
Are we going for it or not?
Yeah.
Can I rest my crossbow on Elbin's shoulder?
You want to lean round and take a shot?
Yeah.
I will let you do that at disadvantage.
That's why I'm resting it on the dwarf's shoulder.
Yeah, the dwarf doesn't want you resting on their shoulder.
Oh. Okay, we'll go for it. Would you say the spider is very aware of my presence?
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
It's heard all the fighting going on and can see now there's a gang of you with a torch down the corridor. It's like there's pesky adventurers coming.
That will be a 14.
That is a hit. It's quite big.
Fortunately, I do
Bloody big, from what I understand.
Bloody big.
Blood spider.
5 damage. Okay. You hear a piercing shriek from down the corridor, and you see its body kind of twitch, you know, that horrible way the legs kind of twitch slightly. And
I'm going to forego moving.
you're going to forego moving.
Reload my crossbow.
Okay, fine. Cool, makes sense. Elbin, it is now your go.
I think I would like to move forwards and hit it with my mace.
Go for it.
However, I do know that there has been oil thrown there by Zaldini, and I fear running forward and hitting it with my mace might incur some later fire damage for myself.
Do you think Zaldini would throw the torch while you're near it?
Yes. Absolutely.
He's a bit of a pyromaniac goblin.
Yeah. So what I will do is move
So you can move
forward
30 feet.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. If I come back here, 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I could get all the way to like there with 30 foot.
Yep, you can. As
Which
you
is...
step over there,
Oh,
what you see on the floor is the scorch marks of a horrific magical explosion. Clearly something that tore a hole in the ground and kind of splintered through the whole structure. And there is like a massive scorch mark back. And as you turn to look at the pillar behind you, you can see the screaming, encrusted remains of some poor sap buried and almost like some sort of fossil embedded in the pillar behind. The spider cares not. Oh, and you can see a dead lizard folk in one corner.
spider cares not for dead lizard folk or fossilized person.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm quite pleased with myself for having gotten past Zaldini's potential fire hazard. So from here, I will hit it with my mace. 21.
Oh, that's a hit.
So what's that? 1d6. I do 5.
Wow.
5 points of damage.
And it squeals in pain. As you bash one of its legs horribly, and this kind of ichor kind of comes out of the bruised, broken flesh. It's not acid for blood though, so don't worry.
Oh, phew.
Wrong game for that. Cool. Well done, Elbin. Next, over to Uriel.
Ooh, I think I might try shooting an arrow at it.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently Dan didn't do that.
No, Dan was definitely much more of a melee combatant.
Well, you could soften them up at range first, haven't you? Opening volley, and you follow it up.
Sure.
So, yeah, I will shoot bow.
Bilbo's going to look at you confused.
9 plus 2 is 11.
That's a miss.
Would a 12 be a hit? Because it seems I've got far sight on ranged attacks. Oh, no, that's factored in already.
It will already be factored in.
Yeah.
That is a miss, unfortunately, so the arrow shoots past. Clatters in the distance. Maybe falls down that big hole. What do you reckon? Roll a d6. On a 1, it falls down that big hole. Not that I've got a thing against the elf or anything. Would you roll? A 3. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, cool. Right, now it's my go.
Can I take multiple shots with a longbow?
It's no.
Okay.
It's not that kind of. No, you can move though if you want to. So you get
There's
a move.
about to be a fire over there.
Well, there's that. Yep. Okay. The creature is going to attack Elbin and then move. So here we go. Elbin, what's your armor class?
15.
15. Okay, right. Let me see what I get to add to this roll.
Does
I get
Shield
a
of Faith
plus-
run out?
I get a +3 to this. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, look at that rubbish. A 2. Okay,
Oh,
so
good.
it's horrible little mandibles kind of go at you, and you're like, ugh, kind of bash it away. And, excuse me. And it scuttles through the chasm through the wall. One moment. Right. Okay, that was not a great round for the spider, but he suddenly feels quite threatened by all of you. So has disappeared. You guys can't see where it's gone, but Elbin, you can kind of make out that there's a hole in the wall and it's squeezed through it. It looks like this creature, although it's large, can fit through 5-foot spaces. Because it's, if you think spider, legs can kind of, cramp up. Kind of
Go sideways.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't think you're safe down a corridor from a bloody big spider.
No.
But it missed you, Elbin, so no poison saving throws for you, which is good.
Huzzah!
Okay, next it is Zaldini.
So Zaldini is going to raise his torch to my deity Ramlat, curse the dwarf for running into the room so I can't set it on fire. And he's going to charge at the cobwebs.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to run into the middle of the room, and then he's going to do his burning hands to try and clear the cobwebs.
You can burning hands the room to clear the cobwebs if you want.
That's kind of what he's going to do.
Yeah.
He's going to charge the room and go, Ramlat!
Okay.
And roll my d20. Oh, I've rolled more than one. Oh, there you go.
I assume you're then going to step to about there, right?
Hang on, I've got to close my thing. Yes, they're all kind of like
there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just
he'll
kind of going
like,
in, going like.
Yeah. He'll kind of leap at the webs and just kind of like.
Momentarily, you are dangling in the webs, like caught like this, like prime food, and the spider in the chasm can feel the jangle of the web cords and thinks, "Ooh, dinner," and then.
Yeah.
Did you cast successfully?
I got 16.
Okay, cool. Right. That's fine, isn't it?
Actually, well, I rolled 11, but because I hadn't taken the
2 dice off.
the 2 dice off.
You need 11 is what you need, I think. 'Cause
but
it's
11
10
is what I
plus
need.
the tier, isn't it? So
Yeah, 10 plus the tier.
Yeah, so I only need 11.
Okay, so you cast Burning Hands, and as you kind of light this room up, and because Elbin's round the other way, right? So you light this room up momentarily. You will be in darkness in a moment. In fact, let me. You probably can you see yourself now, Simon? That's the question.
I can't know.
Okay, that's fine. You're in a room. Momentarily, it's lit up. And sorry, hang on, toggle. There you go. Can you see yourself now?
Yes.
You're in this room, and momentarily it's lit up. And in the corner, excuse me for a moment. In one corner, a large body. There's a couple of bodies, sort of all wrapped up in web, but a large body hits the floor, and there's a distinct, jangly, metallic clanging noise as this thing hits the floor. There might be a sword poking out of the side of it. But as your burning hands goes away, you are plunged into darkness. Yeah, because of where Elbin is. Elbin's got the torch, right? Oh no.
No, Zaldini had the torch.
Zaldini's got the torch. Yeah, I would have dropped the torch. Yeah, I would have dropped the torch because I can't use the torch and do.
No, but you threw the torch, right?
No, I couldn't.
Took the torch into the webs and then burning handed.
So what was the torch on the floor?
So I basically
oil.
Oil on the floor.
I spoilt the oil plan.
Okay.
Yeah, my oil plan didn't work. So I would have just dropped the torch and then charged in.
Cool.
Yeah?
So you've got the torch. The torch is on the floor. Let's draw a picture for the torch. Here you go. Torch is there. Yeah. There you go. So Elbin's now in darkness.
Yeah.
Cool. Even better. And Zaldini, the room stays lit in that case, and you can see into the next room as well. There is more web, thick web throughout that other room. Right. Cool. Okay. So that's Zaldini. Did you want to move your last few squares?
No, I'm just like really excited that worked. I'm like, it worked.
It really worked.
Yeah.
Background to Filbo. Filbo, There's a crazy pyromaniac behind you who's just set the whole room on fire, nearly scorched your very fine travelling clothes. But you did hear a jangle as a big body collapsed to the floor. And you can't see a spider right now.
Jangle. But where's the jangle?
It is over here.
I might well move towards the jangle.
Go for it. Okay.
Good job, Saldini. And I'll start rummaging through whatever's there.
You have to, yeah, there's still a little bit of web left on it, so you kind of have to cut it open. And as it comes
My
out,
close friend, Mr. McStabbins.
There's a very decomposed body dressed in chainmail, and let's have two rolls on the treasure table, and these are D100 rolls. Okay.
Ooh.
So 2d10 or
There's 100-sided dice
there is
on
the
there.
D100. Oh,
Yeah. Look at
excellent.
that.
Oh, I forgot to clear my roll first.
But you got
it was 48.
48. Okay, let's have a look. So one cool thing about ShadowDark is all the random tables. So we're having a bit of random table fun. Last week, because they were low creatures, I just had them roll a d20 on the 100-sided, the D100 table. So you'd only get a very low end thing. But you got 48.
I got
now.
a greasy pouch.
You did get a greasy pouch with 10
Yeah.
copper pieces in it.
Yeah.
So that first one, and roll again. That, she had 48 and then
31.
31. Okay. So, sliding out is a scuffed heavy shield and a bag, the bag kind of rots away as it kind of falls out. And 10 silver spikes are inside.
Well, I'll have them.
So note that down. Cool. Okay. Awarding XP. Ooh. Oh. We may have just got some XP, people.
Chainmail?
You need to get
Ooh.
10 XP. Yeah, there's chainmail.
Silver spikes.
Yep.
And a shield. Shiny,
Yes.
shiny shield.
A shield. Cool. Okay. So that's Philbo's go. Over to Elbin.
I'm in the dark,
You are in the dark.
next to a pit.
Yes. Great way to spend the afternoon.
I have flint and steel, but I don't actually have any torches.
Flint and steel. Sorry.
Flint
There
and
is a
steel.
puddle of oil next to you.
You could set that oil on fire.
It's about 10 foot away from me, though. No.
It is. You might have to make a dexterity roll to make it without falling in the hole.
Yeah, you'd be able to smell it. You're dead clever, aren't you?
Use the sparks to...
Yeah. If I just sort of move forward at like half speed, do I have to make a
okay.
dexterity? Like if I
Okay.
just shuffle
I like
along?
your thinking. Well, maybe then you get advantage, right?
Oh, okay.
It's very
Look,
easy, though. It's very easy.
I don't want to do this roll at -1 as well.
It's got to be a wisdom check if you're doing it cautiously, surely.
Yeah. Wisdom check for a cleric. Yes, please. All right. Okay. I will shuffle forwards half speed as all my movement to gain me some sort of advantage and hope I get here. Hope.
Okay. I thought you might want to stand next to it and set it on fire rather than stand on it and set it on fire. That way you could just walk straight towards the wall, and then you know there's a. Oh no, it's literally. Is it the it is the flask with the lid on, Or did you?
No.
You just threw
glass
an open
bottle.
Oh, it's a glass bottle.
Yeah, like one of the little glass
I
vials.
filled it in a glass. Yeah.
So it's smashed. Yep.
We
Well, there's a
found some
bottle,
glass
yeah.
vials.
Cool.
didn't
No,
we?
I actually had a glass bottle on my character sheet.
Oh,
So,
because you're a
yeah,
weird mage.
Yeah.
Goblin
All right.
wizard.
So, okay. Yeah, maybe I do want to move here then. You're right. All right. Shuffle forward slowly. That's a 5. I get advantage, right?
Yes.
Or a 5. Or an 8.
You're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's very low difficulty.
Oh, good. Right, cool. Shuffled forward slowly. And then do I actually want to set it on fire?
Now you've got there.
Yeah, I've got there now. All right, and
It's
then
oil
I'll
on the
use...
floor. It's not. You can't like lick it up or anything, can you? It's like,
Yeah, I'll use my flint and steel to make it burn.
flint and steel. Sorry.
Flint and steel.
You crack your flint and steel, and a spark goes, and then a kind of Mission Impossible moment. It's like, and this room is illuminated, and there's now a little fire in the corridor there. You still have 1 square of movement left if you want to do anything with it.
I will move here
Okay.
to be like, all right, I set it on fire, Zaldini.
Yay!
Send the bloody spider this way.
As you step there, you can see the spider again in the dark corridor, because there's now light on both sides, so it's kind of getting a bit lit in that little chasm.
Excellent. Oh, excuse me, folks. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So, where are we? Elbin, Uriel.
Well, there's the question, isn't it? How big is this fire? Is it something that could be jumped over?
You could
without
jump
too much
over it.
Difficulty.
Yeah, I mean, an advantage dex roll to jump over it, just without
Protect
hurting
us.
yourself.
Yeah, let's do that.
Charge through the flames into the dwarf that stood on the edge of the pit.
Kick the dwarf in the head again.
This
With a flaming
is
boot.
Bogdunritz.
So I got 17.
Cool, that works.
Actually, an 18 past once you get past the bonus that I get for my dexterity.
Cool.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okie doke.
To get to there.
You are now in the room. You can now both see that at the bottom at the south there is some sort of exit.
Have I got line of sight on the spider?
Sort of. You can kind of see its legs in the corridor.
Can I shoot it?
Yeah, you can also see that there's a lizard folk down the south with holding a bow and arrow.
Ugh,
Good for him. Brave fella.
rude.
Maybe I'll shoot him instead then. Since he's more visible. So, sorry, chap. Is he pointing it at us?
About 10 minutes ago, they were shooting arrows at you.
Oh, okay.
so-
Well, yeah, in that case, sorry, chap. You're getting shot. 14. 15, 16.
That's a hit.
And 3 points of damage.
Oh. You hear a scream from the other end of the corridor, and the lizard folk. It's now my go. The lizard folk is going to fire back at Uriel,
Double rude.
and the spider is going to move. So we'll do the spider first. Spider comes out of the hole up to the dwarf, and it's like, and goes to bite again.
Uh-oh.
So we will roll a 20-sided die here. What's your armor class, Albin?
15.
15. Okay, so I get +3 to this.
Uh-oh.
That's a hit, a Rooney.
Ugh.
Here we go. Right, so what does he do? Let's have a look. Giant spider. It does 1d4 damage plus poison.
Okay.
And the poison is DC 12 Constitution or paralyzed for 1d4 hours.
Hours.
Hours. Here we go. 1d4 damage, right? Here we go.
Yep.
1 damage.
Oh, phew. All right. I'm down to 5 hit points.
Oh.
And what are we making? A constitution check.
Yes. Constitution DC 12.
Oh, no. That's a 9.
Oh,
There's
dear.
3 rolls.
I had nothing to that.
Have you got any rerolls?
I haven't been given any tonight.
No one's dropped any rerolls.
No.
Okay.
I just
right.
want to. I just
Surely
like.
Aaron is still there somewhere.
No, can't fish for rerolls. This stuff has already happened. New modern Garblag.
Okay. So
Oh,
you are
no.
paralyzed
Oh no.
for 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yes.
Oh.
3 hours. If only you had a priest to. Oh no, hang on. Brilliant. You did find something earlier on, though, didn't you?
We did, yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, no.
that was the spider. I love it. And now the lizard bow is going to fire at Uriel. So
Yeah, come
let
on,
me
go if you
see.
think you're hard enough,
These
sunshine.
guys get a
I got
plus
AC 16.
16. Whew.
Oof.
Okay, I get a +2 to this. Whoa. Look at that. 18 to hit. Here we go. And it's 1d6 damage. That's short bow, right? Is short bow 1d6?
Sounds about right.
You guys have got
Yeah.
a long bow, it's 1d8, right? Here
Crossbow does 1d6, so
Let me
that sounds
check.
about right.
Crossbows
we go. Let me check the
1d6.
stats. Yep, 1d6. Here we go. Right, 1d6. Oh, that was nearly a 6. 5 damage.
Wowzer. Yeah, that's a lot of hits.
Only we had someone who could heal.
Earlier
Okay.
on, I healed Zaldini for more hit points than he could possibly have.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
true.
yeah.
I
This is
haven't
true.
now.
I'm still buzzing.
Yes, wired.
I'm
Okay.
wired.
How many
I'm
hit points you got,
assuming
Uriel?
8 is the maximum that Uriel has.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But now I've got 3.
Okay. Right, Saldini, over to you.
So
Magical
Zaldini-
Maestro.
So Zaldini is going to look round at Grabbins, and he's going to lean forwards and put his hand on his shoulder, and he's going to say, "Now listen here, Grabbins. You need to start pulling your weight around here, and you need to get in the fight. You need to do some of that disappearing malarkey you do, right?" And then I'm going to roll my charm person roll before I run off into the other room.
You're going to try and charm person Philbo.
Yeah,
That's your action for the turn, though.
yeah. Good.
Okay,
Well, I can
cool.
still move, can't I?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Pete, have you never
Just
met
so
Simon?
you know,
Yeah, no, I'm just checking. Just checking.
if I go invisible, I still won't probably be able to reach the spider in one go.
I got 19.
You reloaded your crossbow, right?
I got 19.
Oh, I love it when people cast spells on other players. Right, what does the spell say, Simon?
The spell says, charm person, one creature level 0 to 2, friend 1d8 days.
Okay.
Days.
Yeah,
But friend, right? You guys were already friends, right?
yeah.
Well, acquaintances. Okay,
yeah,
maybe
but
it's
I'm-
stepped
I'm-
up a notch.
I mean,
I'm merely using this to
Okay.
enhance my
Sure.
little rousing
Philbo,
speech.
Yeah.
Zaldini is now your favourite person in the party.
I was going to say,
how high that gets
before
him.
that, it was my close personal friend McStabbins, my
Oh, that's
distant
true.
acquaintance, the crossbow, McCappins, and then, the rest of them.
Do you not want to crawl through the tunnel, Zaldini?
Oh, I could go through. Well, no, because I'd be between the crossbow and the
That's
spider.
cool. Don't worry, I'm just trying to lure you into a trap.
Yeah,
Okay, so you've gone there.
yeah.
Okay, right. That's a good round.
Oh, we're around there, yeah.
Back round to the beginning. This is classic old school fun, though. This is like, you know.
It's brilliant.
Right, Philbo, here we go. It's your go. Here we go.
I'm gonna go invisible.
Yep.
But I'm just gonna do what I was gonna do.
And what are you gonna do?
Which is go to there, lean around the corner, and fire the crossbow down
Okay.
the spider. But now the spider can't see me.
Now it can't see you. So it's a stealth attack, right?
The spider hears a distant, "Take that, you muppet." Oh, I rolled 2 dice by accident, but the first one was a 7, plus 3 is 10.
That is a miss.
I'm invisible, though.
You are indeed. Okay, so we go to Elbin. Oh, you're paralysed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uriel.
Okay. Now, Melly, don't get upset. But
Okay.
I'm
going to
going
run
to
away.
step to here so that the dwarf provides a meat shield from arrows.
In that square.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the square that's on fire, is it? The
You
fire
can
is
stand
next
there
to it.
without being
Burned
burnt
to
by the
death.
fire. That's fine.
And I'm going to swap to my sword and stabulate the spider.
Stabulate. Love
Yeah.
it.
It's going to
Okay.
be instabulated.
Let's go. Swordy
Come on,
McSworderson.
Dan. Don't fail me now.
Should
Nope,
not say
failed
such
me
things.
now.
You should not say such things before you roll.
So that's 11.
Oh my
which
God.
still isn't enough, is it? It wasn't enough last time.
No, it's not, unfortunately.
Are you sure
Okay.
the spider doesn't pity us and just takes a couple of stabs for the
Well,
team?
it's now my turn. So the spider. Well, first off, the lizard guy is actually going to run away because he's horribly injured. He's nearly dead, and he's seen this spider in action now. So he runs away, disappearing off outside of the map. Yeah.
Okay.
The spider
Scared him off.
is going to step. Oh no, it can reach you from there, can't it? It's just a diagonal. It's going to attack Uriel. Because
Which
you're
seems fair.
paralysed, right, Elbin? You're fine. I'll ravel you up in web in a bit. You know, let's get all
Any
these
time
other...
in the next 2 hours 55 minutes.
Yeah. I should start another timer for that, really, shouldn't I? Right, here we go. Going to roll to hit Uriel. I've got +3 to this.
Okay.
That's a miss. Bite and a miss. But he's now intent on nibbling on you. So he's not going anywhere. So now it's Zaldini's turn.
So Zaldini will walk into the room.
Jump over the fire, you mean?
Well, I'm just kind of going to walk through it, to be honest.
Take a point of fire damage.
Okay, cool. And I am like Zaldini the Red. I'm going to drag the dwarf slightly further back, like towards the pillar, and then draw out my vial that we got earlier,
Right.
and minister it to said dwarf in some vain hope that this will have an effect.
Okay. Cool.
It's acid.
So you pour the liquid into the dwarf's mouth and it melts through the face. No.
It's a potion of animal friendship.
It tastes disgusting, and it's kind of slightly greasy itself. It's not, it's viscous, and it goes down, and slowly you start to feel your body returning to control.
Wow.
So in the next round you can be active, but you will have disadvantage in that round, and then after that you're back to normal.
Okay. Understood.
Cool. Okay. Zaldini, well done. Right, then back round to Philbo Grabbins.
I really want to do. Can I scuttle across and then drop my crossbow and stab.
Scuttle across where? Into the room.
Yeah, like that.
Oh yeah. You can get to there. Drop your crossbow. Just don't roll a 1. It won't fall down a crevice.
Yeah, sure. I mean, is that a climbing check, perchance?
No, you can just move through there. It's like a tunnel.
All right.
Yeah. So that's fine. Cool. So you run in. You drop your crossbow. And you're going to Muck Stabbins.
Muck Stabbins.
Go for it.
Personal friend. Second only to Zaldini. Oh.
What happened? A 4. Oh my god.
We are so good at adventuring.
I feel like I somehow slashed the elf.
I feel like you all deserve to be horribly murdered by a bloody big spider. Okay, Philbo, so you run into the room and you're like, ha!
Still invisible! Oh.
Yeah. You got one more round of that, right? Cool.
Today.
Today, yes. So, Elbin, you're sluggish. Like, snap out of it, and the little goblin has poured something in your throat, which you're, it's Zaldini. It could have been anything.
Could have been anything. However, this in my mind justifies me, the cleric of law and lawfulness, saving Zaldini earlier.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. That was the order of things. So, feeling sluggish, I'm going to step forward and try and hit the bloody big spider.
Okay.
Not deterred from...
Go for it. Just an angry dwarf.
Yeah. So that's what's that? Would be an 18 or a 8. It's an 8.
Oh, that was such a good roll, but such a bad roll. So unfortunately, you miss.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, right? Uriel.
2-handed. Getting grumpy now. It's a swing. And 13 plus 4 is 17.
That is a hit.
Good.
Good.
2-handed.
Yeah.
That is 6 points of damage.
Oh. So as Elbin came over and swung at it, the spider kind of rears up, looking like it's about to savage the dwarf that it thought it was going to have as a free snack. But Uriel steps in, 2-handed, up into the abdomen, thorax, through the middle, guts and gore spilling all over the place. And its body kind of drops, hits the floor, and unless anyone wants to stop it, it's going to slide down into that hole.
No, I don't want a piece of spider.
Heavy.
Yeah. No, thanks.
Okay.
Can I cut any of it off?
You could chop a leg off before it goes if you want. Like the the kind of weird little scratchy claw end bit on the spider leg.
Yeah, go
chop
on.
that off if you want as a
Never
memento.
know when you need to climb something.
A weird climby.
Okay, cool. So well done. You have successfully
Hey, I
defeated-
fighted.
Yeah, you fighted, definitely. And now you can all see this room, which was the kind of epicenter of this destruction through these chambers. And clearly some wizard fool was messing about with magic they didn't understand in here.
Mm-hmm.
Elbin, you know that these octagonal chambers in Rune Wielder sites are often their training and testing chambers for magical arts. So
That guy was clearly testing when he should have been training.
absolutely. And as I said, there is just a kind of fossil imprint of the body on that pillar.
Because
Yes.
I'm just being like slow. Like I feel like my operating speed is a little bit behind today. I have just twigged. I am a dwarf, and Bogdumerits belong to dwarves.
Yes.
I'm like,
That's why I'm saying you would know that, because
yeah,
you're a dwarf.
yeah.
Yeah.
So being a dwarven cleric in a place where there was obviously a stupid dwarven accident, stupid dwarven, not stupid. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to step forward and, last rites prayer over the thing, whilst, hiding my sluggishness for a moment or two. I'm not sluggish. I just need to take a moment to say a prayer.
Absolutely. Great.
Yeah.
Right, so you've defeated the giant spider, and you're aware now of the 2 feeding rooms that it had. One which was cleared by burning hands fire, and there's still a torch in there. The fire in this room is slowly burning down, and in fact that torch in the other room is getting low. So it's starting to... You've got 13 minutes left on your torch. And I thought that'd probably be a good point for a break. I'm just going to go and get a drink and a bio break, and then when we come back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away we're going to talk about the competition for the YouTube channel. To celebrate 5,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a copy of this map that I've created as a PDF document, 8-page PDF with map, descriptions, monsters, all in there. We're going to give that away tell you how to win it when we come back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly. Hello and welcome back. Sorry for the short break there. Just had to refresh our drinks. Right, so we got to a good stopping point, and we wanted to celebrate reaching 5,000 subscribers by giving something away to one lucky person in the YouTube comments. So although we're doing this live on Twitch, this is a YouTube based competition because we're celebrating 5,000 YouTube subscribers. So all you Twitch people will have to come back and join us on YouTube when this hits the channel, and all you people watching back. What we're going to give away is a copy of the first Bargdumaraz map pack, which is for the very map that we are using here in our ShadowDark RPG one-shot. We're going to go and explore some more of it before the end of this session, so you can see what's going on over there as well. It's 8-page PDF. It's got the map with a printable copy and an annotated copy with descriptions of all the rooms, what's going on, the challenges that you might face, which are a little bit different to what we've done here. I mean, in the map pack, the monsters may try to negotiate, but hey, who knows? The adventurers might just barrel into the room and murder everybody. Highly
recommend.
And yes, and it's got a bit on the monsters as well. So we're doing that. We're going to give that away.
And if you don't mind, I would like to add an ebook of my book, A World Failed, to that to sweeten the pot even more than it already was.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah. So add some epic fantasy to that.
And there will be a link below right now on the YouTube in the video description. That'll give you everything you need to know about that book. That's cool. Thank you very much, Lewis. That's great. So what we're going to do, Millie came up with a really good idea for this competition, didn't you, Millie?
Oh, I did, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the good ideas, me. Right. So in the YouTube comments, come up with a name for our party, our adventuring party. You know, because like adventuring parties have cool names, like I don't know, the murderers. Not the ones you're looking for, Governor, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
Or, I don't know, Hell's Bells, Mighty Nine. Not that cool. But, like adventuring groups have cool names. So leave a comment with what our party should be over on the YouTubes, and then Pete can pick his favourite one.
Yeah.
Saldini was framed.
Yes. And we will pick our favourite name next Thursday on the Twitch.
Cool.
Okay, so that's when we'll say who won with what comment, and then we'll ask that person, so pay attention to this bit, to come on our Discord and talk to me on Discord so we can arrange your prizes. Yeah?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, great. So, we just killed the bloody big spider. And Elbin was no longer paralyzed, which is a good thing, because that would have been 3 hours of you guys sitting around in the dark.
Yeah.
And as the combat ends, you can hear in the distance, and Elbin, you and Uriel, to be fair, you instantly recognize this as a sound of hammer on an anvil. Not a full strike, but like a dung, like a rhythmic. Elbin, to you it feels a little dwarf prayer like.
Oh. I wonder if there are any kitsune around whose aunts can tell us about the ghosts that would have been here. That's a reference.
Oh, yes, that is.
That's a reference.
It's way down the Goblag rabbit hole.
Yeah, check out
know,
Roads and
right?
Ruins for more World Mountain fun.
I give chase to that lizard person.
It ran off out of the dungeon.
Okay. Is that where that
Ran
leads then? That bit
Yeah.
down the bottom?
Yeah.
Leads to the outside. Okay.
Yeah, leads to the outside. We don't worry about the outside right now.
No treasure on the outside.
No.
So can I take a moment to sort of get my bearings and work out where this anvil is being struck? Like, which direction is it? Because we've got a couple of options here.
You can hear it coming. It's kind of echoing a little bit, right? It's coming a little bit down the spider tunnel and a little bit through here. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Stop the timer. You had 13 minutes left on your torch. There we go.
Yeah.
13 minutes.
Has anyone else got a torch?
I've got
Because
a couple.
I used the one I had, and I haven't got any more.
Right, so we'll
got one.
we'll use this initiative that we have here as our always on initiative. So, Philbo, what are you doing?
Appearing out of the shadows,
Oh yeah.
mostly.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll pick up my crossbow. So, what direction are we hearing the noise from?
From the spider tunnel and the eastern tunnel.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna try and get across and peek down.
Let's
here.
have a dexterity check to get across the chasm, please.
That sounds like something I'd be good at.
Mm-hmm.
You'd hope. Being the halfling thief.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh,
Well, the first one was an 18, and the second one was a 1. So I'm glad I have advantage.
yeah, that's good. Okay, so you leap across gracefully and land on the other side. What are you going over there to listen, see if you can hear anything? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, just sort of peer down, but it's probably dark.
It's dark down there.
I suppose I better light my torch then. Although that's it. Oh no, I do have a flint and steel. Yay!
I think we all got one of them.
Yep.
Mine's ill used, though. I usually let someone else light the
This is
torch.
true. This is true. So you're lighting your torch and looking around that corridor.
Yeah.
Okay, well, while you lean around, you can see a long corridor that stretches away from you with a series of doors along it. And sort of 15 feet in, there's a large tumble of rocks that you can see kind of blood on and like some webbing around the edges. And you can hear this kind of ringing noise is kind of coming from, you think, ahead and to like this around here. You see that?
And I shout, "Oi, oi!" into the distance.
You're going to shout oi oi.
Yeah.
Okay. You shout oi oi and you hear a voice go, "Who's there?" It sounds like it's coming from not far away. And you think there's probably someone hiding behind this blockade of rocks. You could climb over it, but it would take you a while to get across it. Like clamber, slide through the gap. It's built more for probably people Zaldini's size.
I mean, I'm gonna leave it to someone else. I'll just shout back, well, it ain't the big bloody spider, is it?
Where's it gone?
It fell down the hole.
Oh, what did?
Oh yeah, we shanked it.
Oh, what? You got proof? I heard you lot fighting it. I thought I'd wait here and see what happened if he ate you all or something.
Go and keep that, but can I pull the little claw that I cut off down the corridor?
Yes, you can. It kind of bounces over the thing and down the other side, and he's like, "Oh yeah, right. Look, oh." You hear like some kind of licking, sucking noise. Tasty, tasty. Great. Oh, the boys are going to be happy. I better go tell them. Oh no, I'm supposed to wait here.
Yeah, you wait here. You wait here, and I'll turn back. I think there's more shanking to be
done. The voice sounded, sort of goblinoidy, I would say. To you. Right, that's Philbo's go. Elbin, your go.
All right, I'm going to try and maybe come down to the south and cross over this place where it's less big hole in the floor.
Yeah, you don't need to roll to cross over down there.
Yeah, so...
But it just takes you more movement to get around, obviously.
10, 15, 20... So I could get to about there.
Okay.
Just move around that way. Yep. And be like...
while you're there...
Oh, you really hurt?
I did get shot with an arrow.
There's an arrow hanging out of Uriel's neck.
I mean, it's only a third of a Boromir, but...
Oh, okay. I've not been rolling very well. That's that thing. I will attempt to cure wounds then. So I need to roll... what do I get? I get +4. So I need to get 11 or better.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah, because priests in this basically can keep casting spells until they annoy their god.
Yeah. Until we fail a thing. If we really fail it, they really annoy them. But that's 15. That's excellent. All right. Good job. Good job, cool. Me. Good job.
Do you remember what happened last time you healed Uriel with your magic?
It was 1. This time it's 3.
Ah, that's better than nothing. Better than 1.
It is. So I will heal, touch spell, heal Uriel for 3 points, and look across at Philbo and be like, "Many? Should I go first?" Like with my shield, kind of like, should I? That's pretty much me.
Okay. Uriel, your go. Just the loving, warm light that you felt before. A bit warmer and a bit more light this time. Graces your skin and your wounds knit up in front of your very eyes. So it's handy having a priest around.
Yeah. I will move up to 1, 2, there, I guess.
Ooh.
Okay. So you're kind of looking down the corridor, and you can hear movement around behind the behind this barricade, right? And it's sort of someone sort of, "Oh, I'm supposed to stay here. Oh, what am I going to do?" Kind of muttering to himself.
I'm not going to bother doing anything charismatic.
Okay. Right.
I mean, I might take the barricade apart, but
It'll take you quite a while. It's huge.
Take me a while to do
huge,
that.
Big rocks and stuff. They've obviously like gathered loads of, because you've seen lots of damage to the structure. They've clearly gathered a load of it together to like make this kind of barricade so that it would be hard for a bloody big spider to crawl through. You hear a voice say, "Do you promise you're going to stay over there until I get him?"
Of course.
I mean, Gazrog will want to know. You wait here. Don't come over. Don't come over the barricade. All right. I won't be long. And you hear, because it's my go now. You hear some movement. Wait, bear with me a minute. Just need to set up a couple of things, and then I just like some of these tokens. They're like not the right thing. Like, oh, that says Warlock. No, it's just a cool hat. Okay, cool. Right, yeah, there's one in there. Okay. And then you hear, "Oi, boys, oi, oi!" And he starts shouting round the corridor, round the corner, and then it kind of sort of fades out. Zaldini. You've heard fellow goblin voices.
Yeah, is that fire still like burning on the floor?
You've not. It's probably gone out by now, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah. So in an attempt to make more space for loot in my bag, I'm going to dispense with one of my flasks of oil. Throw it that way. I'm going to take my grappling hook on my rope out because I've got 60 foot of rope, right. And I'm going to wrap my grappling hook around the pillar that I'm stood next to.
Right.
Attach me rope onto it and throw me rope down the hole.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to eat some rations and offer, see if anyone else wants anything whilst I'm having some rations.
Just over there by the pillar.
Yeah, just sat there. Yeah,
okay.
I can throw it if you like.
No, it's cool.
Anyone else want? I got some like biscuits and stuff.
What are you doing?
I'm going to make some more space in my rucksack for loot.
What's the rope for?
Oh well, because we can go down the hole. And I'll look once I finish my biscuits. I'll look down the hole and I'll drop my torch. I'll drop the torch because it's still got like 10 minutes on it. I'll drop me or 5. I'll drop my torch down so I can see down below.
It hits a
whilst
web.
Whilst I'm eating me.
Web. Yeah. And sort of dangles in a space, looks like a large room.
And then Ven just says, "And now I leave you to Lolth, demon queen of spiders."
And you can see movement in that room. Like the floor looks like it's moving. Lots of very small things crawling around. Cool.
Miniature giant space spiders.
Right, so we go back around to the beginning. Filbo, you're now standing there with your torch, and he's said he's going away from the barricade.
Filbo's gonna look back at Zaldini and just like sort of pat or stroke McCappins, be like, "Soon, don't worry, soon."
Right, what are you going to do? Are you just standing there?
I will have to move into the corridor, I think, because we don't want this goblin getting away.
Filbo goes full murder hobo.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to crawl through the gap.
Yeah, if I can.
Right, we need a dexterity roll. If you fail, you have to stop there and then move next turn. If you pass, then you can move through.
Okay.
It's DC 15.
Does this count as climbing or sneaking? Or...
Climbing, yep.
climbing. Yeah. That's not as convenient as I would like.
Oh,
A 12.
Uriel, you watch as Philbo clambers up this, well, kind of scampers up these rocks, and as he gets to the top, what's the crossbow? McCappins kind of gets caught on a rock as he's climbing up, and his little halfling butt is kind of hanging out of the gap at the top, and he's trying to crawl through, and he's like dislodging himself. He doesn't last very long, but it's long enough that it's not his go anymore.
This is why you're only a distant acquaintance.
So you're now on top of the barricade. Elbin, I feel like a halfling needs a good shove up the butt.
Possibly with another crossbow.
Can I move
Revenge for you.
diagonally? Is that the same, or is that 10?
Yeah, you can go. I'm not worried about diagonals.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I could get right up next to Elbin's, Philbo's butt. I could get there and just like, I'll be like, look.
Enjoying the view, are you?
No, but Zaldini's dropped a rope down the pit. You're and now
Well, help me then.
I will slap the hobbit on the butt.
Okay, let's have a strength roll.
I add 2 to this.
Okay.
So that's 14.
Okay, cool. That's enough. You slap the halfling on his butt, and he slides down the slope onto the floor here, and
now we must be slightly in dim light because Bilbo had the torch.
Yeah, Philbo's got the torch. Yeah. So now there's like a shaft of light coming out through that gap.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. So you're in dim light, and the top of the room is like well lit. Philbo, you can see a goblin. This little barricade here is not as big. Sorry, I'm pointing without pointing. This one here is not as big. It's more of a waist-high kind of thing, right? So you can see over it. And there is a goblin scrounger standing there, and it's not his go yet, so we'll do that in a minute.
All right, mate.
Right, Elvin, that was your go. Uriel, your go now. Do you want to climb on top of the dwarf's head and launch yourself through the gap? Parkour it.
Tic-tac around the corridor. Fail miserably so we can go, you're terrible, Uriel. I've been waiting. It's just never happened.
What is the elf going to do?
I'm going to try and pull out one of the bottom supports for this barricade so the whole thing drops a little bit and the folk can fit through more easily.
Okay, like try and clear some of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so go. You'll have to move up next to Elbin then. It'll probably be sort of diagonal, pushing rocks through so they tumble down the other side.
Yep.
Yep. And let's have a strength roll from you.
Okay.
It's gonna be
I have
fairly
advantage
difficult.
on strength rolls.
Okay. It's gonna be DC 15.
Okay, that doesn't do it. But that does. 16 plus 3 is 19.
Okay, so you kind of like get your sword and like push and pull, and you clear some of the kind of loose stuff away, and you realise there's a big rock at the top that if you could lever down, it would kind of clear quite a big gap. So you wedge your sword in there and lift it up, and that rolls down the other side. Philbo, make a dexterity roll.
This one's for you, Dan.
That's
Oh,
that's a less successful 8.
okay. take a point of crushing damage as the large rock rolls over your toes.
Yeah.
Which for a halfling is quite an ordeal.
Yeah. I would like to point out, Uriel, that I'm now 1/3 dead.
1/3
So that's how much of a hobbit is its toes.
1/3 of a hobbit is its toes.
So
You just hear endless swearing.
Look out below.
Okay, right. Now it's my go. Right, and you hear the goblin sort of go, "Oi, guys, they've killed the spider." And you're like, what? Who? Hang on. I managed to make one of them a giant goblin. 3, 4, 5, 6. Who are you talking about? These people over. Come and have a look. I don't know what they look like, but they sound like humans. And this rather a big goblin, but that's still only like a halfling kind of size. You know, they're not massive. But he's got like crossbow, like little hand crossbows on him, and he's got what looks like some kind of like a bear trap kind of thing, and he's got like kind of gear and armor and stuff. So he looks pretty tooled up, and he kind of steps forward and he goes, and he can see you, Philbo, and he's like, "It's not a human. He's not big enough. Who are you?"
Can I keep my torch down a bit lower?
What, to cast your shadow upwards?
No, and just be like,
Oh, no, I think that was...
"Well, I'm a goblin, ain't I?" Just so they can't see me.
Okay. Right, we're gonna have to have some kind of deception kind of roll. Let's have a charisma roll. Come on, let's have a charisma roll. See if you can bluff.
Oh, my favourite skill. Oh no, actually, that's pretty good. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yes, 21.
Oh wow. Oh, what? Where have you wandered in from outside? Look, we've got a good thing going here. You're not here to mess things up, are you?
No, we was led against the spider by Zaldini the Great Goblin. He's a pretty great goblin.
I've never heard of him.
Zaldini, the pretty great goblin.
Saltini.
Not Sultana.
Utini.
Zaldini.
Who? No. Where is he then? Is that you? Are you talking about yourself in the third person?
No, I'm not one of them goblins. He's over there.
I often say Gazrog has led these people to a great place in these dwarven ruins.
Yeah, but I'm just a follower goblin. I just follow Zaldini, the pretty great goblin.
Well, look, I'm sorry, this is our territory, right? We were here first. If you want our fungus, then you're going to have to trade. We found this forge. You're not allowed to come in here. He points behind him. You're not allowed in here. And my boys will mess you up if you try anything. Okay, go and talk to those lizard people. They're peace-loving people. They want to trade with people. Go and talk to them. We don't really care.
Oh well, that's the thing. They sort of, I think the spider ate them.
What? But they were really careful. They didn't disturb it or anything. That's the only reason we put up with them over there. They were just looking at the old scratches.
Yeah, but one of them made like a loud screeching noise or something, and spider everywhere.
One of them made a loud noise.
Yeah, one of the lizards. Yeah.
All right.
Pretty sure, like.
Well, you got anything to trade?
Probably if you personally come over here, and I'll sort of.
I'm all right from where I am. Thanks,
Uriel.
I think I'll stand. I think I'll stay here. You got anything to trade? Come on, put it on that big rock you got there in front of you. That's kind of the end of. That's as much time as you kind of get in that conversation. Zaldini, you can all hear this now because the rest of dungeon is pretty quiet, right? So you can hear this conversation going on in the corridor, not far away. Someone's bigging you up, Zaldini.
I can hear him. All right, I better go over there because I don't like the look of all them spiders down that hole. Someone else will have to go. Oh,
He
someone else
says,
will have
waking
to
them
go
up.
down. Waking them up. Okay, so did I get any hit points back from taking a short rest and eating some rations?
For one round?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh,
Just means you're not going to
try
die
it.
of hunger.
No. Okay. So one,
How many hit points you got?
3, 2,
Oh, you're like
2, 3,
66%. That's a lot of
Yeah.
health for you.
I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to skip over there singing, for I am Zeldini, the pretty great goblin, at the top of my voice,
that's it. I love it.
repeatedly.
Okay. So you've gone 5. You can move another 5 if you want to use your action to move instead of doing
Oh,
an
can
action.
I?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I won't count that.
Oh,
singing
must be
2 lines of a
wary of Zeldini, the pretty great goblin,
song.
slayer of spiders.
Do you then sing it in like another language because you're pretty great at that sort of thing?
Yeah. I'll slip into a little bit of diabolic.
Oh, everyone's like,
1, 2, 3.
that's
4.
like the Black Speech of Mordor, right? Isn't it?
Mhm.
All right, that's me extra 5 then. That's
Okay.
me moving 5 and 5.
Right. You arrive as they're kind of chatting about you.
Yeah.
Do you want to like poke your head around the corner and say hello, or are you going to wait there?
I'll put my head around the corner and go, did I hear someone talking about me? The pretty great goblin?
Are you Zaldini?
See?
Is this
See?
your,
I'll
is this
look.
your gang
I'll
of
look.
goblins? Look, I don't want you guys moving in on our territory, right? We found this place first. What do you want? You want to
I'll
get
turn
downstairs?
I'll turn away to the rest of our crew and go, see, I told you they'd heard of me. Yes, we would
He
like
told
to go
he told me
downstairs.
about you. He told me about you. Yeah, well, look, the stairs. He points down the corridor here. Yeah, he's like, the stairs are down there. If you want to go down, that's fine. I just don't want you messing with my territory, coming back up here. But I warn you, it's not fun down there. All right, there's shiny stuff, but it's dangerous, really dangerous.
I cleared one of the rooms with the webs. There's some
Oh,
bodies and bits in there,
how'd you do that?
for your information. If whatever's in there is yours. Oh,
Which
and how
room?
did I do that?
What, this room here that you cleared?
Yeah. Because there's still a body with chainmail.
I think someone's
isn't there?
taken it all.
No, not the chainmail.
Yeah.
He didn't take the chainmail, did he?
Yeah, I don't get
Just
He
like,
took the chainmail as well.
That's what I have a backpack for.
I think there's actually a desiccated corpse in Philbo's backpack. He just crumpled it all up and stuffed it in. It's like, yeah, I'm not even checking. I'll just fold it 3 times and stick it in the bag. Look, okay, right. Go and check that, he says to one of the guys, who turns to leave in a moment. Well, look, if you've killed that bloody big spider, then you've done us a service, so that's all right. So I'm willing to trade with you, but you can't. The forge is ours. You know, we've been able to sort our steel out here, and whatever we can find, we can put to good use here. And he kind of suddenly realizes something, and he points at the door behind you, and he's like, don't go in there, or any of those doors around there. You're not allowed in there. One of my boys is around. He'll sort you out if you do.
Okay.
Right, that's the end of your go. Philbo.
Yeah.
What was it, me again?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Sort of gesture
Let's get a crossbow.
at the at the rest of them, like.
Are we going downstairs? Is that what we're doing? That sounds like to the party.
Okay.
Is that what we're doing?
I don't think there was like the plan was come here, get rich, wasn't it?
Yeah. Apparently, it's downstairs.
The richer I get, the more I can tithe to my church. Obviously, that's totally my motivation.
He has just told you there's like a dwarven forge there, and he said don't go in those rooms. And the spider webs did hold treasure, right? So you have found
some treasure.
I think you've got like 3 XP from that, and you need 10.
Okay.
How
So
much is 10 silver?
0.1. I don't know.
What do you want to do, Philbo? It's your go. Come on.
Then.
We've got
I'll move.
We've got about half an hour
onwards. I will move onwards to the deep, dark, death dungeon that Pete has created for us.
Okay.
So how far?
Which way are you going to go?
I move towards the door.
Towards the door.
I get that far, or
yes. You see, there is a staircase to the south, and to the north there is a door open, and inside there is like what looks like some sort of old, what was probably like a quarters or a cell. You know, like I don't mean cell as in, you know, like a monastic cell kind of thing, right? There's a stone bed, right? There's a big stone slab, which is clearly some form of bed. The room is kind of got stuff littered all over it. There's kind of some trash, some ruins, some messy clothes, but there also seems to be like piles of bits of weapons, piles of bits of armor. It looks like there's kind of, and make a oh no, you don't make perception rolls in this, do you? You can see a few shiny bits in there.
that's the room one of the rooms we're specifically not allowed
in.
He didn't. He said, "Don't." Yeah, I mean, he gestured at doors and things like, "Don't go near them."
The rest of the crew seem pretty ambiguous about murdering goblins after killing the peace-loving lizardmen or folk, and so I'll just
none of them have come into
waggle.
range yet.
Yeah, I'll at this point just waggle my torch down the stairs and look what's down there.
You can see down the stairs. Bear with me. I don't have another level in the map, by the way.
Okay.
But that's fine.
It's full of gold.
Because I will describe to you what it looks like. Bear with me one second.
It's a dragon's hole.
We can dive into it and swim about. Lots of gold.
Looks like. Where are we? Which one is it? No, hang on.
Bilbo then wakes up and goes, I had a dream again.
Get me map book out.
Ooh.
You look down into a chamber. It's a 3x3 squares, and there is kind of like fungal mold across the floor. About half of the floor is covered in this kind of fungal, dark beige fungus with like big toadstools growing out of it, kind of thing. Yeah, all over the place. And straight ahead, depending on how much you're looking down the stairs, you can see there's a door on the right and a short corridor directly ahead of you. Yeah. And you think you can hear water, like flowing water.
I thought you were going to say clicking. Clicking.
No.
I will relay what I've seen to the rest of the gang. Yeah.
We have to shout that down the corridor if you want to do that. Do you want to shout that down the corridor?
As long as I sound like a goblin whilst I do it.
Oh, okay. Okay, make a charisma roll to see if you can impersonate a goblin while you shout down the corridor. Also,
the other goblins may look a bit big, but one of them is 2 goblins standing.
Two goblins in a chainmail shirt.
Yeah. Okay.
The only way they could fit in the chainmail.
That's Philbo's go. Right, Elbin, what are you doing?
I am tempted to be, like this way, and then you go that way, and then we'll, try and do all sort of sensible kind of hand signals. Because I looking up this room into the spider web, looking. Can I do like? Oh no, I don't want to change my nickname.
Pointery thing.
Oh, where's the pointery thing? I am not very good at this.
It's on the right. It looks like a comet. Don't know. Do you mean here?
Yeah, can I see beyond that?
No, but you know it goes back to the room you originally came in from.
Yeah. So if I've got a bit of a brain map, I go up and come down and attack them from the back, and Philbo could go around and do a sidle attack, and Zaldini could flaming hands them from the front, and it would be beautiful, logical, military precision. So I'm frantically doing this
hand signals.
Hand signals, because I'm not gonna shout it out. That would give away our things.
Yep.
And then head up here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. What did that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd get me there, and then I could do another move. 1, 2,
You'll have
3,
to move at half rate through the webs, clearing 2, as you go.
4. Yeah, that'd get me to just through the room. No, I'll do that.
Was I supposed to come with you, or was I supposed to go towards Zaldini? I imagine it's easier for hand signals to get across when I was stood next to you.
Yeah, I could probably have whispered to you. However, there's a little bit of Zaldini's rubbed off on me, so I probably didn't do that. I was too busy focusing on trying to make sure Zaldini and
okay, make an intelligence roll, Millie.
Understood. Intelligence is +1.
Okay. This is DC 12 to get the concept across.
9.
Okay. So, Millie, you're not allowed to say anything. Please give Ben hand signals now for what you did.
There
you go. There you go, Uriel. It's now your go.
That makes perfect sense. Horns of the buffalo, pincer movement. Yeah, I get that bit.
Yeah.
Totally horns of the buffalo.
Okay. Your go, Uriel. Go on, Ben. What do you want to do?
I am going to come to here, and I'm going to shoot that guy.
Okay. Cool.
It's a goblin or an orc, right?
It's a goblin.
Yeah. And this is like OSR, and I'm an elf.
Yeah, sure.
I mean...
Yeah. It's cool. Go for it. It's good.
Living the dream.
Yeah. And it's part 2 of our one-shot, so hey.
Hey, and a 2. What a perfect roll.
Okay. So you step out, and as you step out, he goes, "You're not a goblin." And then you're like, fire an arrow. And he's like, and ducks out of the way. And it kind of skitters off the stone floor. Right, it's their go. This guy was actually going around the other way, wasn't he? So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. He gets to there.
Shit.
And he comes around the corner. He hasn't got any weapons in his hands. He's got a hang on. What do they have? They're goblins. He's got a club and a short bow, stowed, right? So the club's ready. But he kind of pops around the corner. And he's like, "Oi, what are you doing here?"
I got lost.
You're not a goblin.
They're quick, these lads, aren't they?
No.
And he is not happy about you, but not able to do anything. How far did he move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's got 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to run back round the other way. He's a goblin. He's not completely stupid. Right, Gazrog, it's got his crossbow. Yeah. So he is going to fire his crossbow at Uriel. Here we go. Let's get my dice tray out. And he gets +1. Oh, that was nearly a 16, but that's a miss. Okay,
That's a 3.
yeah, I can see the dice rolling. It went 16, 3.
Yeah, so 16's not
Yeah.
nearly a 3. How are you doing maths? Is this
And
like
then-
space maths?
And then he's going to move 1, 8, 4, 6. And then as he moves, he's going to be shouting, "Get 'em, boys! Get 'em, boys! Get 'em, boys! Get 'em, boys!" Like, and you hear him hopping over these stone pews in this chapel chamber, which you can't really see, but there is light coming from the end chamber, which you can't really see, but I'm going to turn the thing off now anyway, so you can see where it is. There's light coming out there, so this room, these rooms are slightly lit anyway, so it's dim light in here and it's light in here. Yeah, this corridor's dark, but you guys have got light around here, so it's so you're okay. Elbin, you should actually be in the dark, but
I know, I
there's
just
light.
realised that.
But this room has got light in it, so that's how you could see the goblin. So
Cool.
cool. Okay, so it's now Zaldini's turn.
Saldini!
Zaldini.
I'm sure
Zaldini.
this will sort all the problems out.
Saldini will leap over there, come running up this way, screaming, "I am the pretty great goblin, and one of the pretty great things I can do is," and I'm gonna do magic missiles from my fingers.
Okay, as
It's
you
not
get to the
quite this.
corner, you can see that there are a number of other goblins kind of hiding in and amongst the pews.
All right.
So he's
Once
in
I've done, I'll do, and I'll get to you guys later.
Okay, who are you shooting magic missiles at?
The one that's silhouetted at the end of the room.
Okay.
The one with this bright light behind him.
Gazrog.
Okay. I need to take that off. And then roll.
Okay.
Yeah, Gazrog. 15.
Nice.
You cast your spell.
That's my spell. And do 1 point of damage.
Is that all
That's
it
why
does?
that's why I'm only. It does D4.
Okay.
I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any
Okay.
bonuses. Oh,
Cool.
I get advantage. Oh no, I get advantage to cast. It's just
Okay.
1d4 damage.
Okay, cool. So you're like, and a little spark flies across the room and hits
Yeah.
him, and he's like, oh, that was pretty great, I suppose. Right, Philbo, your go. It's all kicked off down the corridor. You've gone to go and check out the
Yeah.
stairwell, and Uriel's bloodlust has led to a battle. I
It's not bloodlust, it's logic.
Wow.
think it was the
Common
dwarf, wasn't it? The
sense.
dwarf triggered it.
I
all.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
I saw the hand signals. I don't know what they mean, but I
I'm now
know.
baking a cake.
yeah.
Bread, kneading bread.
I know what a ruckus sounds like anyway, so
Yeah,
it's
it's on.
yeah. So how far are the floor thingies? 5 feet?
5 feet.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. I can go 30, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is that door open at the end of
You can open it as part of your movement. It's not a problem.
Wait, where was I?
Yeah, where are you going to go? Gonna
Get
sneak
up behind the big dude and stab him in the butt.
Stick a knife right up his ass.
Can I get I can get to there?
Yeah, you could even
basically.
get 1 square to the left.
Oh, right.
If you wanted
well,
to.
if I can get to 1 square to the left,
Yeah.
then
As you go into that room, there's a bunch of like the better stuff they've found, clearly, like weapons and things. Perhaps 2 rolls on the treasure table in this room. And for a moment, you're like, I'm gonna. Oh, shiny. Oh no.
No. Mr. McStabbins, my close personal friend, second only to Zaldini, knows what to do.
Here we go.
And I just step him behind what's his name?
Gazrock.
Can't even be
Gazrock.
bothered to remember his name because he's not going to be there long
He's
enough.
going to be dead in a minute.
Yeah.
I just go, all right, Gov.
He's a
and stab
goblin.
him.
He can't be surprised. But he's unaware
He can
of you.
still
That's
be
different,
stabbed.
isn't it? Yeah, so still a
I'm sure he
stealth
can still be
attack.
surprised.
It's unaware rather
Unaware.
than
Just not in a
surprised.
mechanical sense.
Yeah, he's not aware of you yet. Okay, so that's fine. So you can do a stealth attack.
Yay! If I actually hit something for once.
Yeah, I would like to point out, Ben, you got a reroll earlier on.
I did. That's true.
Yeah,
That would be a 21.
that is a hit.
I should have used that reroll.
And how much damage do you do with this?
All right, Gov, and stab him in the
Oi,
neck.
you're not a goblin
For
either.
5 damage.
Wow.
Oh man. Okay. You give him a
nuts.
good old stab and he's like, he screams, your blade going into his body and like tearing through, his kind of sweaty goblin stomach. And he screams in pain. You bastard. We're going to get you. I thought you wanted to just trade and move on.
I'll have you know my parents were very happily wed.
He looks really confused for a moment and is like, huh? Right, Elbin, your go. You can hear the fracas kicking off around the corner now. Clearly your hand signals worked a treat.
20, 25. All right, I can get all the way around to the back of this dude.
Yes.
That's within my range. Within my
It's not really the
movement.
back. He's backed away, right? And he's kind of standing there with a club.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether
Sure.
like I can get
You're
get
just
to
gonna
this point here
smash his head in.
and just try to
Sure.
cave his head in with my mace. 5.
Is that? Let me check his armor class. Unfortunately, not.
No.
I mean, their AC is
So,
not great.
Yeah. Apparently my mace skills are worse.
Yeah, it's a rubber mace. You're like, oh. Okay.
Dira is obviously punishing me for a bad plan.
It's a yellow mace with a pink head.
I say,
Yeah, it sounds like Mallet's Mallet. Like if he repeats something or stutters.
Bonk.
I reckon anytime anything goes wrong now, we should just shout, Saldini!
Right. That means it's Uriel's go.
What's the range on a bow?
More than you need to worry about in a dungeon.
Good. I will shoot this fella up here by
Oh, yeah.
where Millie's character is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the
They're doing
back.
better than I am.
Has he turned around to face Millie after Millie?
Yeah,
tried to hit him in
he
the back?
backed away,
Perfect.
right, waiting for Millie to come.
Oh, I see.
See.
Cunning.
Yeah, so you can shoot him in the back.
Yes, I can. Because that is 17
That is a hit.
or 6 of your earthly points of damage.
So Elbin, although you missed with your mace, the creature suddenly and you see poking out of its mouth an arrowhead, and then it slumps to the floor.
And I see
Blood coming
Saldini.
out of him. And the Zaldini's there, but behind is
Uriel.
It's the handsome Uriel with bow drawn. So 1 dead goblin. Cool.
And
okay.
then I will move up to.
Whoops.
You say these are doors?
Yes.
Are they openable doors, or are
They are openable doors. Yes.
locked? Can I open this door here? The
one next
below
to you?
me. Yeah.
Yes.
The
You
one that
can.
you said don't open.
Yep.
Yeah, but it was
You
a
open
goblin
the
that said,
door,
"Don't
and
open it."
your sensitive elven nose is filled with a stale, mildewy, fungusy, mouldy scent, and you can see that this room, like whatever furniture was in here, has been completely like grown over by mold and fungus, and it's spread over half the room and up. But it looks like there's a like regular pattern to it, like someone maybe has been like cultivating it.
That's disgusting. I close the door again.
Okay, right. My go. Right, first you hear a oi, what's going on out here? What's all this noise? Some goblin comes stepping out of one of these fungus chambers, his hands covered in fungus. He's got like a long rod with a scrapey bit on the end, and he's got a scoopy thing, and he's kind of holding a big clump of it in his hands, and he's like, what's going on? You see him like take a bite out of it, and he's like thinking about it as he's tasting it, testing it, and he's like, what's going on out here? The other goblins are more up for action, and they have they're not going to, seeing that that Zaldini can fling magical bolts, they're not going to sit behind their barricades, because that's useful against like spiders and things, but not against archers. So one goblin is going to, sorry, I forgot to name these guys, and let's color code them so we can refer to them by their colors. Here we go. Oh, Gazrog is Gazrog, so let's have that guy. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's going to run around there. That one's going to stay at the corner and try and lamp Zaldini with its club around the corner. And then Gazrog will fight Filbo, and that Scrounger's already there where it was. Right, so Orange is going to attack Elbin. Let's roll the Dicimo. I get a +0 to this roll. I rolled a 2. I'm
Nice.
guessing that misses Elbin. Right, Green
Yes.
is going to swing its club at Zaldini. Does a 7 hit you? I'm guessing
no,
not.
I'm AC 12.
Okay, and
Wow.
Gazrog on Filbo. Gazrog gets a +1. Oh, that's a hit. D4
Yeah,
damage
hit.
coming up for Filbo.
That's
2 points of damage.
Oh,
No.
You're down. You're not dead,
Oh,
but you are unconscious on the floor.
Bilbo will point at him as he falls down and go, "Your mum."
Oh man. Oh, I've got someone down to 0 hit points. Okay, so Filbo, you collapse to the floor, and Gazrog's like, 1 down, 3 to go. Come on, boys, get them. And this the guy down at the bottom, the purple one, he just ineffectually chucks the fungus down the corridor at Uriel. And he's moved already, so he's not doing anything else. But he's like starts waving his fungus scraper like some kind of club. That is their go. Right, Zaldini.
So Zaldini is going to just step forward and say, I forgive you, and put my hand upon the goblin in front of me.
Right.
And then I'm gonna roll my dice. There's so nearly 17.
Is this charm person?
No.
No,
Oh, you
This
can't see
is
the spell.
Shocking
Burning
grasp.
Hands.
Oh,
Okay.
burning hands, even better.
I don't know. Yeah, Burning Hands. So I only rolled a 7, but I do get +4 to my casting,
So
which
11.
is 11, and it's 10
Okay.
plus tier is 1.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I've successfully cast the spell,
Awesome.
and
Basically
he's
everyone
en-
around you set on fire. Yeah, you're like,
yeah, he's engulfed with takes 4 damage as this.
takes 4 damage.
I forgive you. Burn you to death.
Okay, he's
I
really
forgive you.
confused.
To the face.
Yeah, he's really confused when you say "I forgive you," and then he's in
Because he tried
horrible
to stab.
pain.
He
Yeah,
tries
yeah.
to stab.
No, I
He
know,
tried to
yeah.
stab me.
Yeah, you're not really forgiving him though. You are.
No.
You are setting him on fire.
Murdering
No.
him.
Yes.
And he screams as like fire suddenly erupts, and he's like, "Ah!" He's not dead,
No.
but he's severely
Oh,
injured.
goblin.
It's probably
Yeah,
a bit
right.
upset.
I was surprised by how many hit points goblins have in the rules as well. Yeah, but I thought, hey, they
Our
might
goblin
last.
only has
They might
3.
last more than that. Yeah, but he's a wizard. He's a goblin. Anyone got 5 hit points? Right. Okay. So that was Zaldini. Do you want to move Zaldini?
Yeah, because oh, I don't know. See, the problem is I really want to run away, but it's kind of like the scene is
You
set,
could run-
kind of everyone's.
You could run back past Uriel.
No,
could.
stay and murder
Mind you, if a
these
goblin
goblins.
comes
That's
charging
not
at me
gonna-
when I'm in this
Oh,
kind
true.
of
You
folk-
might just murderize Zaldini. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was
it's a
our one.
goblin.
My bad.
That was
Yeah.
our one.
You could save your
No.
best friend,
No,
Zaldini.
no, I shall. Yes, I need to finish this guy off before I can save you. So yes, I shall wait where I am.
Okay. Right. Philbo, you're unconscious. Elbin, your go.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the dude with my mace.
Okay.
Honest.
Go for it.
8.
Do you have any? Oh, that's with bonuses. Right,
That's
okay.
yeah. I rolled a 6. I had 2.
You miss.
That's 8.
You miss.
Unless for some reason I've got advantage, and I can roll again, or I have a reroll. No, I said I wouldn't fish for reroll. Never mind. Yeah. No, I just like.
You miss, unfortunately.
That's not how you give forgiveness.
Okay, Uriel, your go.
I'm going to shoot Fungus Guy because I don't want him touching me with his grubby little fungusy hands.
Are you sure?
I am sure, yes. And that would be a 20.
Okay, that is a hit. Is that a natural 20?
That is a natural 20. It's
Okay.
actually a 22.
You do maximum damage.
Maximum damage. So that's 8
Okay.
arrow damage to the
Okay.
face.
The arrow disappears through his face, through his eye socket, and hits the wall behind, and he's like just collapses onto his little stick, and it goes up into his neck, and he rolls over onto the side, and there's kind of blood coming out of various parts of his body. So he's dead.
And
Do you wanna
how
move?
far can I move?
You can move
6?
6 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Okay. Right, that's my go. So, this guy, you are... Gazrog is going to... I need to check the rules on this. Hang on. Right, where's the combat? Combat. So a character who goes to 0 hit points falls unconscious and is dying. Character who goes above 0 hit points wakes up and is no longer dying. Death timer. Oh, here we go. A dying character rolls 1d4 plus their constitution modifier on their turn. They die in that many rounds unless healed or stabilized. On each of the character's subsequent turns, that player rolls a 20. On a natural 20, the character rises with 1 hit point. I'm just seeing if it's easier for me to hit you when you're unconscious on the floor.
I mean, I have 1 turn, so
Did you
I
just
rolled
roll
a 2.
one?
I rolled a 2 and my con is -1.
Okay, right. Well, I was going to say, because you're dying, right? So you can't really be dying anymore. So you are dying, and this is how that death works. I was going to say Gazrog stabs you till you die, but basically you're dying anyway. So what is he going to do? He runs 1, 2 to there, scoops up some stuff, right? And then runs away.
Can I shout at him
as he shouts?
as he runs into the distance?
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and
Uriel's gonna
he
get
scooped up a load of stuff. That was his action. So that's cool. Right. So now it's my turn with the scroungers. Right, they get to have a little attack.
Mm-hmm.
So orange on Elbin with +0. 11. Does that hit?
No, I have an
Probably
armor
not.
class of 15.
15. Okay, and then green is attacking Zaldini. Oh, that's a hit.
Yep,
We've
that's
got a
a hit.
16. Right, so
Oh,
this
no.
does. Let's just check this. 1d4 damage. Short bows actually do 1d4. Here we go. Sorry. And 1 point of damage.
Oh,
You jammy git.
Very lucky.
And he's like, you forgive me, do you? I'll take this. Cool. Okay. Then it's your go, Zaldini.
so Zaldini is gonna
They're pretty great.
be pretty great, right? He's gonna, with his hand still on the goblin, saying, "I was merely preparing you for your forgiveness, and I shall pull my dagger out from my dagger pouch and plunge
Stab
it
him.
into his." Yeah,
Okay.
but unfortunately, I'm probably worse than the dwarf at fighting. I know it's a
Well,
pretty
we'll see.
incredible thing to say, but that was literally a natural 20, and then it flipped. So I got an 8. So I got 8.
Okay, you miss.
Yeah.
Right. Philbo, you're unconscious still. Oh, you got to roll. On a natural 20, you get up with 1 hit point.
And if not, I'm just dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
He rolled a
Thank you.
20. He rolled a bloody 20.
That is literally my speciality. That's all I can do.
That is
Like, yeah.
amazing. Really
That's
annoyed.
halfling luck
I'm
right
really annoyed
there.
that our viewers cannot see that, but it just appeared on the sidebar there, and it's 20. That is amazing.
I like the fact that it rolled to a 2 first and then sort of just moved
Teetered over to
slightly.
it.
And
Yeah.
I was like,
It'd be nice if we could all see all the rolls. That would be cool. Because I do like that dice tray. It's a nice dice tray.
Yeah.
So Philbo, you're like,
as I get up, I'll shout over to what's his name? Who I can't remember his name because I don't want to remember his name because
Gasbag.
off him. I'll shout to him. Your fungus was mediocre.
he looks really annoyed. He's like, what? Okay. Elbin.
I'm gonna hit a goblin.
Let's do this.
16.
That's a hit.
Yay!
Yay.
I do 3 points of damage. I've got to
Okay.
re-roll. Can I use it on my damage roll?
Yeah, go for it. Why not? It's the end of the
All right.
game.
I get a 4.
Yay.
It's one better.
He's nearly dead.
Oh. You just die.
Okay. He's dead. He's nearly dead. He's nearly dead. He's running away. Okay. Uriel, your go.
I am going to come around here because that's what I was told to do by Elbin. And if the door's not open, I'm
The
going to
door
open
is
it.
open. No, door
The
is
door
open.
is open.
Yeah.
Okay, in which case it's sword o'clock.
Okay.
The gas bag.
Go for it.
Oh, look, a 5. But I've got a reroll from earlier, which I will use now, which is a 16, which goes up to a 20
Yep.
because of my +4.
That is a hit.
That is a hit. D10 +1, 6 points of damage.
Oh, you bisect him. Which way do you want to do it? That way or that way?
I think we'll go for a diagonal
Diagonal.
bisection. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's easy. You go in there and then you pop out at the hip.
Okay, cool. And you chop one of his hands off at the wrist on the way through, and he kind of dumps all this kind of treasure onto the floor. Make a roll on the treasure table, please.
Oh, what's that? D100.
D100. Let me get back to the treasure table, wherever it is.
94.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go.
That's my specialism, Lewis. Treasure table rolling.
Great
Okay.
job.
Okay. A strange egg. Let me get
You're
this
an
right.
egg bearer.
Wait,
Strange egg.
wait. Which is the egg of the cockatrice.
Oh.
Rolls onto the floor in front of you, and this thing is super rare and super expensive. It's worth 100 gold pieces.
Oof.
Yeah, that's some good XP right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did I win?
No, Pat 66 just put cut a monster in half and treasure falls out of them. Is it a pinata? It is tonight. Right, okay. So Gazrog's dead. The other goblins are dead. That was your go. My go, the goblins flee. Right, they try and run away from you.
We
And-
kind of have them boxed in.
Well, this guy, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah! Oh my god, Philbo's there. 7, 8, 9, 10. He's dead. So this goblin ends up in the corner, and this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ends up in the corner over there. They're kind of cowering. They're going, don't kill us, please, no, we'll just leave. We'll leave. It's your place now, please, no, don't kill us. Zaldini, your go.
Let me close my dice tray. I see.
Accept the terms of their surrender and take
Yeah.
over as the pretty
Yeah.
great Zaldini.
Yeah, I might stand on this plinth and say, "All hail the great Zaldini! I've been promoted."
Okay, and I think what we'll do is it's getting quite late, so we will end our session of ShadowDark RPG with 2 grubby-looking scroungers prostrate on their knees, bowing in front of Zaldini. Don't kill us, pretty great Zaldini, please, please. And Elbin's finding a forge church, a dwarven forge church that is
Nice.
has been desecrated, clearly.
That's not nice.
And given time, you could reconsecrate it to your god, as it should be, and potentially get a holy reward of some kind. The rest of you have cleared out the dungeon of this level. You've found the gut filler fungus, as they call it. The goblins tell you later on, and they've been cultivating it as a foodstuff, and they eating it. And it's kind of quite nourishing, and this could potentially be a way that you could go further into the dungeon without having to come all the way back out and go all the way back to civilization. Who knows? They have said there's a few weird side effects from eating it, but who doesn't want a few lumps on their face, and that kind of stuff. And you can't get it out of your fingernails though, so don't even bother. But you are now in charge of the first level of the Room Builders Outpost. Yeah, thank you very much for playing, guys.
Yay! Thank you very much for
Congratulations.
Thank you.
teaching us ShadowDark.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good fun rules light system with lots of cool random tables, which we got into some of them, you know. There's a lot more for you can kind of, I had a bit of a story to this little level, but there's a lot more you can kind of just kind of roll and see the reactions of creatures and random encounters and weird traps and hazards and all that kind of stuff. So there's loads of cool stuff in there. Yeah, I think it's a great little rules light fun system where you kind of make up the story. It's the emergent storytelling. That's the phrase. That's the phrase. And I do like that. It's good fun. And you guys and Dan last time have done a good job in kind of making a cool little band of adventurers who you never know. One day we may
we may find their dead bodies.
We may find their dead bodies later on when we do Roads and Ruins again. Cool. Okay. Please don't forget to enter our competition to win a copy of Barg du Miraz and Lewis.
And
You can win a copy of Lewis.
If you win a copy of that, you will be an unfortunate person indeed. But you will win an ebook version of A World Veiled, which I'll send your way. 662 pages of epic fantasy. So that should keep
you couldn't have written 4 more pages.
Cover,
yeah.
back cover. There you go. Preface.
Yeah. Cool. And you'll get a copy of the map pack for this, which has got loads of details in it. What you need to do in the YouTube comments when this video goes up onto YouTube on Garblag Games, you need to comment below. Millie, what was the
You need to come up with what our adventuring party would be called. Like, adventuring parties have really cool names, so we need one. Come up with a name for us. Pete will pick the best one, and you'll win some stuff.
Yeah, cool. Okay, right. Well, thank you to my lovely players. That was a lot of fun. And thank you to our viewers for watching and all those watching back on YouTube later. That's a little taste of ShadowDark RPG. There's the links for the Kickstarter below. Please enjoy that. And we'll see you next time on Garblag Games. Thanks very much for watching. Stay safe and happy gaming. Bye-bye.